Good morning, afternoon. It's November 26th, 2016.
Today on the Barrel Roll Newscast, we talk about stuff.
No Man's Sky
Yes.
has an update coming up, the Foundation update. We'll talk about more of that in a second.
Also talking about the new Pokemon Go update.
X-Men is not going to be featured in any upcoming MCU. We can discuss that a little bit later.
And Ubisoft has something to say about their new Assassin's Creed Collection game. Ta-da!
Hey.
There, technical difficulties are over.
What
I don't know if they're technical difficulties.
They don't know that. They don't know that. You would know that if you watched us, but you don't.
Yeah, you know us if we had a pre-show, you'd know what we were talking about.
Yeah. You might. It may come up again, intermittently.
Yeah, our technical difficulty might. Either who, welcome to the Barrel Roll Newscast.
Yes.
For November 26th, 2016. As Tony so lovely said before, I'm Nick.
I'm Tony.
I'm Chris.
Thank you. Welcome back.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yes, we are Grahamless right now.
For now.
Yes, he will come later, though.
I'm his replacement.
We're going to lose him, probably.
Yeah.
And get a Graham.
Most likely.
So.
And then I'll
but.
be a Tony replacement.
There you go.
Whoa.
I'm the stand-in.
Inception placement. Placementception.
I'm the stand-in.
You're the replacement.
Wait, does that mean I have to leave at some point?
I have no idea.
This is my house, so
I've watched
we'll
enough.
Come by and record without you here.
I've watched. It's not actually on. You're talking to a camera. The light's not even blinking. What are you doing?
Filming.
Isn't that what you?
How did you get into my computer?
How did you get in? I never left.
Oh, either way, starting off today, let's hold on.
Let's start off with some fun news. We've talked about this game ad nauseum in the past.
Everybody
has. Correct. No Man's Sky dropped something on Friday.
Now, Chris, have you played any of No Man's Sky?
No, I have not.
You've heard of No Man's Sky, though.
You know the backstory
of it.
Okay.
And you know all of the drama that goes behind it.
No.
Okay.
So
No Man's Sky.
Isn't it that supposed to be the game where it's
Tell us what you think.
Endless start points and no one ever interacts with each other or something.
That's pretty close.
So essentially, you can explore the universe in this game, and you find new stuff all over the place and all that jazz. And there's supposed to be all these amazing space battles, and
you're
all
supposed
these
to
planets were supposed to discover amazing creatures,
different plants, and it's supposed to be space Minecraft essentially.
Okay.
The if you boil it down to it, it's just
space Minecraft.
Yeah.
And then the game came out, and none of that was in there.
Yeah, it was the most bare bones.
No space, like barely any space battle-y type things.
Yeah, and what combat was there wasn't like
what they promised.
It wasn't interesting or anything.
Was it supposed to be against other people, or was it supposed to?
No, we don't know. We don't know.
They said that when asked, he said that you could play with your friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't.
Yeah. Well, you can't with an asterisk because we don't know how to find any other people. Apparently, they're in the world somewhere. But it's just there's either not enough people playing, or the game is too big, or there's no matchmaking with friends, or what, I don't know. Or what, no one knows.
Hey, technical difficulties, stop that.
No, not come closer. Okay, never mind. So, either way, on Friday, they dropped this update, the Foundation update.
News of this update. It's not out yet.
Yes. We don't know when it is, or even what's in it.
It's laying the foundation for future updates.
Hence Foundation update.
Someone's getting a tail soon.
I thought it was just
and so
some charity thing they were doing.
No. So this is the update.
To give all the money back that they took.
The update comes with base building the base building foundations for the game, so you can actually build a base or start to build a base in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also laying down more stuff, more of the groundwork for future updates.
One of the big updates,
which is why they're calling it the foundation update.
One of the big updates that they wanted to put into the game, and they said they were going to put it in close to launch, but obviously that hasn't happened.
Yep.
You can, as you're traveling through space, you can find different sort of trading hubs, which are these freighters. One of the things is you were able to own one of these, put your own NPCs in there, and interact, make some trades with other players that came to it.
So set your own prices, right?
Yeah, kind of like a market kind of thing. That's not in it. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
I think that would have been very neat.
So essentially, invent a game. Tell people whatever you want that's in the game.
Make
it sound big.
Make
it sound big.
Make the prettiest looking trailers.
Take-
Because it looked very well. It demoed very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And take your game from a like $40, $30 indie game and then list it at a $60 price tag because of all this cool stuff that's going to be in the game.
And then not in it.
And then not put it in there.
Sounds awesome.
There's the bare bones of No Man's Sky and the Hello Games guys.
Now, going online to talk, to look at what people are saying about this is one of those things where people are like, I need more than one. We were talking because it's on sale right now on Steam
For $40.
for $40 instead of $60.
Still a little bit too much.
And no one knows other than some base building what's in this update.
Right.
So it's like, with it on sale, if we'd actually know what was in this update,
you could
maybe $40
you
I
could
will
actually
buy
move
in.
units to it.
Because at $60, I don't care what's in this update. No one is buying this game again.
Yeah. They have taken so many people back by surprise on what actually exists now from what they promised. It's insane.
Yeah.
They've had class action lawsuits against them too.
For false advertising.
Yeah,
and...
it's ridiculous how much has gone, like the
course.
drama around this game. And I think a couple weeks back, they actually had their social media and emails hacked, the Hello Games guys, to...
Someone just hacked into their stuff to apologize for their crap.
No. It was, I think someone had made a tweet. It's like, this game was a mistake, and they sent that out.
Or was it really them saying they got hacked?
And that's what everybody's questioning, because at the end of it, there was kind of an apology kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, this is not what we meant to say, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's ridiculous. They've gotten death threats over this game.
That's sad.
Actually, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
I know it's a garbage game.
I can complain about it, and I'll talk about it online.
You're okay with the hacking and...
But that's funny, because it's like, this game was a mistake, and having them, like, kind of break into it that way. But it's like, when it comes to death threats and, like, threats against your own life, it's just... That draws the line.
Yeah, it'd be
It's
different if someone broke into their bank accounts, hacked into that kind of
Yes.
thing, and was like, "Everybody, here's your money back." It's like, okay, you're not Robin Hood.
Okay.
This is wrong. But yeah, and death threats goes too far. I mean, that's just
you use the internet to complain. They
Sure.
acknowledge that they've taken all the positive and negative feedback.
that is what their update said.
Probably all negative
all
feedback.
negative.
Let's be yeah.
There are some if you go on to Steam, there are some positive reviews for this game.
Yeah, a lot of people are high hopes still.
But no, a lot of the reviews come from people who are like, I'd never heard of this game before it came out.
I purchased it.
So not knowing all the stuff that was supposed to be in it, they played it and they enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
So that's kind of if you went in going, oh, there's going to be this and this and this and this, and then you got into the game and none of that was there, you're like... But if you went into the game just like, oh, explore space.
What are the chances?
And then you're just exploring space, you're like, it did what it said.
What are the chances we're going to see this at the...
Yeah.
What are the chances we see this at the PlayStation Experience next week? That would be a bold statement on Sony's part.
I don't...
Because they have that... I don't know. I mean,
unless this update's way bigger than these guys are letting on.
Right. And
I doubt it.
Just by what you guys are saying.
Yeah, it's weird. That would be a good place for them to debut. Like, oh, this is what's coming in,
They might want to do that, but I see Sony with a big stick going, back, I say, back.
Yeah, because they've been pretty back and forth on their support with No Man's Sky.
Oh, yeah.
It's wild.
More
No Man's Sky drama, right?
Hey, it keeps us talking about it.
Yeah.
I played more of it than I would like.
You got it from the library, though, so let's be
fair
about that.
I did keep it for the maximum amount of time.
You were just trying to keep it out of the hands of someone else.
Exactly.
Don't be disappointed. I will keep this.
I should write a note in it. It's like this game is not what you think it is. stick a note in and return it
with a completely different game inside.
This is a better game. Any game.
Tomb Raider, the original.
Better.
On a floppy disk.
Better. Still better game.
But you can't play because you don't have a floppy disk drive anymore.
What's a floppy disk?
You know what it is. Let's be honest.
You're
old enough.
It's all about zip disks, please. It's all about zip disks.
I remember when they tried to make that a thing.
I remember the ads in Game Informer for those in PC Mag.
I knew like 2 people with a zip disk drive.
Yeah, that's more than I know.
The external zip disk drive that sat on your...
Oh, I knew the ones... I've seen them in the computer. The actual... Yeah, in the tower. I'm like, wow, that's...
None of the people bold. I knew were that invested.
That's bold. That is a bold...
No, it was the key. It was the counter. I want an old like floppy disk drive or something that I can put on my... Just so I can have one, yeah.
run some...
Computer's like, what?
What is this archaic technology?
What are you plugging into me? If you still have the port, I'm going to use it.
That's what she said. Moving on.
What's behind your head, Tony? Good job. You now have a Ditto registered to your Pokédex.
I do have a Ditto. Correct. I do have a Ditto registered to my Pokédex.
How do you have a Ditto registered to your Pokédex?
Well, I play a lot of Pokemon Go, and so the one of the big questions going into Pokemon Go is where's Ditto? You couldn't catch a Ditto in the game, and I mean a lot of people theorized it was a programming thing.
There's a rock in the background.
Well, rock in the background, that kind of stuff. Where it's like, why is Ditto not in the game? They were trying to work out the whole transform mechanic and making sure it doesn't break the game kind of thing.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this, go out, look for Ditto, but it might not be what you're looking for because he's actually disguised as a Pidgey, as a Rattata, as any other Pokemon. So if you see just a regular Pidgey, just catch it. Just catch Pidgeys now.
Well, but doesn't it have the eyes?
No, it does not have the eyes.
Okay, now that's a foul.
I know. Yeah. I know.
I have learned over the years that Dittos have dumb eyes when they transform into other stuff.
So that is the whole shtick of this. It's not really an update.
This game is unplayable.
Literally unplayable now. Literally unplayable.
I haven't said it till now, but this is...
That's where you draw the line.
I stand firm on this.
When your Dittos are not eyeless. So go out and look for Ditto. I've caught about 2 of them myself. And honestly, they just look like any other final Pokemon. They can be evolved Pokemon.
That's how they're getting people to get Pidgeys now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Stop complaining about Pidgeys. One of them's a Ditto.
In my defense, I've never stopped. I've caught everything before. I don't know if you played Pokemon.
I have, and that's what I did too. Whenever I see anything,
it's like, honestly, you just catch it.
Trying to.
Yeah, it's absolutely, that's what
obviously, if there was a group around, I would choose the most rare guy or the guy I don't have.
I love it when my GPS signal doesn't quite know where it is, and my guy walks independently of me having to actually move.
We call that the drift.
Yep.
The character drift. And so that's just one of the 3 things that came out this week.
There's nothing.
You live in a rural area. We're currently in a rural area.
We're in a studio. I don't know what you're talking about.
In a professional studio.
There's a background and a television.
It's got a Ditto on it. The other big thing that came out, if you live in western parts of North America, that includes British Columbia, Alberta, and Manitoba, as well as...
Saskatchewan?
No. Saskatchewan.
Oh! There's a Magnemite! Keep talking.
This is exactly what Pokemon Go is all about. It could be a Ditto. Catch it! At least you hit it. The new tracker is rolling out to you guys in the western parts of North America. And this is the one where it tracks the Pokemon on the Pokestop. So, is it a Ditto? No, it's not a Ditto. It's your first catch of the day, though.
It is, but that's because I don't.
You don't play it much.
It's my first Magnemite too.
That's a lot of that's a lot of experience because we'll roll into that in a little bit here too. But the new tracker allows you to basically find Pokemon.
Holy shit!
Near, right? Double XP.
Whoa.
Double XP.
I feel like I've just been punched in the face or something.
And so if you're complaining about the tracker, stop. It's getting there. It's getting here. So
now the new tracker, it points you towards the Pokestops and that kind of stuff, as opposed to giving you like 3 steps, 1 step, 2 steps, all that kind of. So it's
the biggest complaint right now is that about the tracker is that if you live in a rural area but the tracker is rolled out, the sightings has disappeared, and it only gives you nearby.
Right.
Which is the new tracker. The sightings is what determined random spawns around you.
Right.
Because not all Pokemon always spawn at Pokestops. So I see where
As just happened.
I see, I get that argument. I see that complaint, and that could be an easy fix for them just to put the sightings back on the bottom. That's easy enough. I can see that coming back anytime now. The third big thing for Pokemon Go, until, if you're watching this now, go out and play after listening to us. Until November 30th.
Yeah, don't leave
double
now.
XP and double Stardust. Which is why
that's why.
Which is why you received a butt ton of experience from a new register, first catch of the day.
2,320, in case anybody was wondering.
That's a lot of experience in one catch. So, if you had a
I'm
lucky,
tempted to get it out right now.
and if you had a lucky egg, you would have gotten 4 times that.
This is not that kind of show.
Man, I'm up and down. So, until November 30th, this is their sort of thank you for playing the game from launch and being with us since the start of the game. It's their sort of pseudo Thanksgiving event because not all countries have Thanksgiving now. You guys have Black Friday. We don't have Black Friday.
We do now.
We do now.
Kind of
do. Not as crazy as.
Did you not see the video of Canadian Black Friday where
they're like
entered
and then waving and then they're clapping.
The guys at Best Buy are clapping and people are just walking in like,
yay!
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. And whereas my buddy sends me a picture from his Walmart and I'm like, where's the floor?
Right, because stuff's just trash. There's people everywhere
There's
running
people
around.
and stuff in carts.
There's blood all over the place.
Yeah, there's
some bodies stuffed into
the child's grabbing her mother.
Yeah.
Going like, what's going on?
I do all my Black Friday shopping online.
I did 0 Black Friday shopping.
I did nothing either.
I had nothing interested me this year.
I bought a game on Steam and
Okay.
it was on sale,
Okay,
so
yeah,
I'm calling that a
counts.
Black Friday
I
purchase.
still didn't do it.
I did. Okay, in that case, I did purchase Star Wars. So.
See, look at that. You got something for Black Friday.
Consumerism. Capitalism.
See, and we do things. I'm not sure if this is a Canadian thing or it's just businesses are starting to be like, okay, one day is just asinine, so let's spread it out.
Yeah,
but
I think I saw a flyer Red Thursday.
Well, but Mark's Work Warehouse was... Yeah.
What?
But Mark's Work Warehouse was just like, hey guys, we're just having a Black Friday week.
Sure.
So don't run in like crazy people. We're just going to have our sales on for a week.
Yeah.
Come and get some clothes. Yeah. And I'm like, all right.
It's kind of a Boxing Day too.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Boxing Day is
and traditionally Americans use this day, or Black Friday, to do all the Christmas Day shopping. That's why it existed. But we don't have that luxury because our Boxing Day takes place after Christmas. So...
Well, you mean our Black Friday, our Thanksgiving takes place so far ahead of time.
October, so
because we know how to spread our holidays out. Because November's about remembrance.
So
what'd you catch?
Same thing as you.
Same thing.
I would laugh if that's a ditto.
I would kill you.
It's not
across the table.
That is not how the game mechanic works. Unfortunately, I hate to burst your bubble.
One-day streak.
Me too.
Scrubs.
Hey, I'm busy playing real Pokemon.
And I actually have one of those apparently, so I don't get as much experience.
That's still pretty good though.
It is pretty good. So,
plus you get double candy. You can make him go away and get candy. Crush him into candy.
I know how it works.
Grinder. It's a meat grinder, and it's a Magnemite, so sparks.
We are murderers now.
So that's the Pokemon Go update. This week was huge for the game. Go out and play it. It has never been a better time to play Pokemon Go, honestly, and I still have fun playing it.
You do still, and you know what? That keeps me. And I mean, I don't often play it. Like I'll open it every once in a while.
Would I get more experience then with more days in a row?
Yes, you do. So you weren't here for this.
To play every day.
You weren't here for that. But every catch it counts in the first catch and the first Pokestop of the day.
Okay.
So
we gotta go find a Pokestop.
You guys stay right here.
I will hold the fort. I've already done my dailies.
You hold the table down.
I've already done my dailies for Pokemon.
Are those the only 2 daily things?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's not bad.
And so that's play Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
What else do we have?
Hold on. We gotta go away, so we should just. Oh, it's not doing it properly.
It's not going to do it. No,
it's not doing it.
Technical difficulty.
You're a technical difficulty.
Technical difficulty number 2.
Oh, hold on.
Talking about some. It's more than just X-Men.
There's more to it than this X-Men. We mentioned it earlier. So people have been asking Kevin Feige and Marvel about, Fox and X-Men. When are we gonna? Is that gonna be something that you guys want to acquire for the MCU? And Kevin was pretty forward in saying that's not happening. That's not happening. Not in the nearby or anything. And
that's not surprising.
No, and the only reason why it happened with Spider-Man is because they were in an awkward spot. It wasn't doing very hot for Sony.
Neither is X-Men.
Well, neither is X-Men, but X-Men arguably is a bigger.
Fantastic Four.
Well, Fantastic Four, yeah.
Fantastic Four, I think, will slowly go.
X-Men, the last movie was all
I think
right.
Once Wolverine or once Hugh Jackman was on, it's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Without Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman, that franchise has got no legs.
So we'll talk in like 3 or 4 years.
Because he's in a wheelchair.
Why do I find that more funnier than it?
I don't know. You're a terrible person.
Either way, so Kevin Feige comes out and says this in the same time frame. Fox also comes out and says, "Hey, we've got a James Cameron movie that we're coming out with in 2018, Avatar 2."
Yeah.
Duh.
Sure.
And they've slated 2 new Marvel movies. So they're not saying what they are.
Young X-Men and
Gambit is now off the table.
Oh no. Okay.
Yep.
Gambit has been pushed back.
Young X-Men.
And keep in mind, they still have the Legion TV show coming out.
And I'm assuming Deadpool is one of those dates.
Probably.
So that's what you're hinging your movies
Deadpool,
on.
Okay.
Deadpool, that's a no-brainer. That'll make gangbusters. Everyone wants that. And that Legion TV show, which still, I don't understand why it exists. I never needed one for Legion.
Why not?
It's just
if Marvel could throw out Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., why can't they throw out Legend or Legion?
No, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is more like a new property.
But that's what
almost.
Legion's not
a new property.
They can throw out all this TV show, even Netflix show.
Well,
why can't they throw out something?
There's so many better, like mutant themed TV shows they could have done.
Honestly, just go straight.
They could have done
They could have just went
We
straight
could have had
X-Men.
a Jubilee TV show.
No one would watch that though.
I would watch it.
You would not.
I would support the shit out of it.
You would.
I would.
You would for one episode, and then you'd go, "What have I done?
What have I done?
I've made a grave error in judgment."
I seem to do that a lot with these things. No Man's Sky.
Hey, I didn't pay a dime for that.
You say that, but
there was no DLC in that game. Don't kid yourself.
And let's be fair, our library cards are free.
Correct. We live in a
because we have an amazing library.
Yes, we do. And so that's it for the X-Men there. I mean, even in the comics, a lot of things are kind of gearing towards Inhumans rather than mutants.
Well, it's because they don't want Marvel doesn't want to advertise for
mutants.
They don't want to advertise for movies that aren't their properties. They know better.
You heard what happened with Cyclops, right?
Did he die again?
He died. It was a weird death.
Always is.
They killed him, but it turns out he had died way before that death.
Well, he's died a couple times, so let's.
But I think this is like they're done with him.
Sure, they are.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I doubt it.
Cyclops is a pretty big character, but
not anymore. He hasn't been a big character for a really long time.
I think he had a huge character growth in the last X-Men comics, though. So either way, that's neither here nor there.
The Young X-Men stuff went off really, really well, and that's where a lot of that would be coming from.
All right.
Don't mind me.
All right.
Next.
So I guess that's a cold cut. Last week we mentioned Ubisoft and their Assassin's Creed Ezio collection.
You don't have to move this time. We can see him. He's behind you.
Oh man, that's super creepy. Okay, remember this face? Remember this face? This one?
Well, I know that face. It's Chris.
That's not the bug eye. That's the bug eye.
That's the bug eye face.
That's the bug eye face. The Ezio collection went under a lot of flack lately because of its less than stellar HD remaster. And so Ubisoft has come out and said, hey, no, that is just one random character that was generated for that cutscene. Everything else in the game should be fine.
Is it this guy?
So he appears.
It is not that guy. This guy. It is that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the bug eye guy. Okay. It is super creepy.
Yeah, he appears in one scene. So this is the HD remastered, pretty version of the game, and this is what shows up randomly
creepy.
For some people.
That's creepy.
Yeah,
and the best part is this got found because IGN was doing their comparison video,
right?
And this is what popped up.
Right, and you can't not do a comparison between
randomly
360 and Xbox One, right?
He only randomly shows up for some people. He just happened to randomly show up on IGN's playthrough.
And here's the kicker about it. Even though Ubisoft has addressed this, they don't address the fact that the game actually looks like complete trash compared to the 360 and PS3 versions. Well, and we can show it to you if you haven't seen it yet.
No.
So we'll take a look at it later. But, damn.
Yeah.
That was a terrible way to spin this, Ubisoft. I'm sorry. I love Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah.
I love Brotherhood. I could care less for the third one. I can't remember what it was. Revelitans. I could care.
Black Flag.
That's not the Ezio collection.
Right, yes.
So.
Yeah, all the Ezio stuff, and I always complain about the Ezio stuff because 2 was good. I really loved 2.
Mm-hmm.
But then they kept selling the next ones, which were essentially just expansions.
It felt like an add-on.
For $60 when I'm sitting there going, for $40, I'm in. For $60, I feel like I'm kind of being cheated out of something.
Yeah, and that's what I felt about Revelitans.
Oh, for sure with Revelations, yeah.
Brotherhood still felt like a pretty full game, but it still had an expansion.
But Revelations had tower defense in it.
Yeah, and
didn't it
threw me off.
Didn't it also have first-person parkour like Mirror's Edge?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I thought it had that.
No.
I thought it had first-person something.
The tower defense.
Tower defense was,
I played through the first tower defense and then I stopped playing.
Correct. No, but it was the story of him being trapped in the Animus, and he was trying to get his way out of the Animus, and it was all first-person
his stuff got turned first person. Black Flag went first person too with the main character, so you didn't actually see who they were.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't like you weren't. I don't think you were parkouring as much. You were just walking through sequences.
I don't remember. Yeah. Either way, that's neither here nor there. I'm sure the rest of the game, the Ezio Collection, is fine. It's just it doesn't look good, and it doesn't age well. On top of that, it's an old game. There's still a lot of weird game mechanics where it's you're running off the ledge, but you want to jump off it, but he ended up just dangling off it instead. It's and then and it's
pull-ups.
It's a pull-up. You're pulling up when you should be chasing after some dude. No,
or someone's chasing you, and you're just like, what? What? Come to get what?
You can't get me while I'm doing pull-ups.
Is it going up?
Going up?
We're
going up?
No,
the guards are just like,
I'm just gonna dangle here. I'm just gonna dangle here. So, yeah. Though that's Ubisoft's update on that.
Yeah, I like that. That's their update. Is this only happens once?
That's fine. That's not the issue. The issue is the rest of it.
I think I've said that about HD games since they've started all these HD collections. Metal Gear did a great job.
Yeah, we reference that a lot. That's a lot. Really good one.
But even if you look back at the first remakes of Resident Evil, which they shell out like crazy now, but when those came out, that was huge because it looks pretty.
Arguably, that was one of the first big HD one remasters.
When you do these, and they're not calling them HD collections anymore, which is how they're getting around it. But it's like the collection. I feel like if you're putting all these games together, and do some work and so you don't end up with this.
And the worst part is. And the worst part is, it's not actually a collection of all the games. This one doesn't include Altair's story. And yes, it says the Ezio collection.
It's the Ezio collection.
But if you're going to make a collection, do something like Bioshock, where they put all 3 games in one circle.
Yeah.
That's all right. Dishonored did an HD remaster. That was a fairly good one, I hear.
Well, but Dishonored's not that old.
Yeah.
No, and that was the big thing about that one. It's why? It was so that they could push out Dishonored 2.
That's that was the big push.
That was why it was there.
Because you could have called that a Game of the Year edition or the Ultimate edition, and everyone would have been like, "All right."
Yeah.
Whereas, because that's the same even with Batman: Arkham Asylum.
Oh god, that one's still bad.
Wow.
That one's still real bad.
And the fact that they're releasing it on PC, where I can crank up the graphics on my original game, and it turns out looking prettier than the remastered HD collection is something. But whatevs.
Again, neither here nor there.
But that's always been my thing with these collections.
I'm very picky.
If you're gonna make it look pretty, make it look pretty. if you're not, just gonna give me the old game.
Mm-hmm.
Like at least when I buy something on my, Nintendo systems that are N64 games, I'm buying an N64 game.
It's exactly it or not. Don't half-ass it, basically.
Yeah.
Either give me the original one,
Right.
or pretty it up that it's worth getting again,
Right.
and playing through again.
Yeah. So, because
I hemmed and hawed about. I'm still hemming and hawing about the Bioshock Collection that just got a price drop today or this weekend for Steam, because I really would like to play through Bioshock again, but I don't need to because I've played through it so many times already.
Yeah.
Back in PS3 and whatever.
See, and I got it on the PC, which is why I have the remastered.
And it does look significantly better than it did.
And I like what they did as opposed to, because if you owned the game, you got the pretty.
Yeah, you got the update for.
They're
free.
just like, have update. You bought our game already. Now it's pretty. Congratulations.
Yeah, Ken Levine is Ken Levine, right? Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, he's been pretty good about that stuff. Like,
And then they're like, and we're not giving the computer version doesn't involve Infinite because that already is pretty on computers.
Yeah.
And we're like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then Skyrim came out with their
the
pretty version,
special edition.
Yeah. You only got it if you had
All
the
DLC.
game and all the DLC.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's kind of unfortunate, but the DLC is not that expensive, and it goes on sale.
it was
all the
expensive enough for the fact that I looked at it and went, not worth a prettier version of the
time.
game.
No, you don't need it. No. And the thing is, you can always put in mods into Skyrim to make it pretty close to their special edition one. Although they put time and effort into.
If I'm putting mods into Skyrim, I'm not making it look prettier. Let's face it.
You want a Hulk Hogan dragon, don't you?
I want a Charizard.
I want a Dragonite.
Yeah.
Screw the Charizard. Get a real dragon in here. Dragonite. Executor.
Yeah, I'm filling it with Pokemon and
Executor.
like My Little Pony and all these other things that would just completely break the game. Yeah.
I'm putting Fallout weapons into my Skyrim experience. Same engine. It'll work.
Show up at that first guard that's like, and who are you? And it's just a pony talking.
He's got pony with like the power armor on.
Whatever that gun is in Fallout that shoots the nukes, like the mini nuke gun or whatever. Dragon appears and it's actually a giant Pokemon, and they're like, "Oh!" And you're like, "Ooh!"
Ooh, I want to fight it.
The arrows are Pokeballs.
Yeah.
Excellent. It's not even Skyrim anymore.
They should put that in the Pokemon game. Because you can actually, there's a mode in Pokemon now, and you find a person, they'll teach you new ways of throwing your Pokeball.
Okay.
So I have the elegant throw right now. It's very like gentle underhand toss. Because that's all I can pick between that and the normal one. So I'm like, well, I'll switch it up.
No.
So I'm like, whoo! Could you imagine? Arrow.
With a Pokeball like.
We'll call it the Oliver Queen.
It's just like a little Pokeball tied to the end of an arrow.
Even just going into battle that way, you'd seem that much more fierce. The other Pokemon's like, what the fuck is it doing? What the?
I don't know what's going on. This pony battle armor's got a Pokeball arrow. What's going on?
Mods for Pokemon.
It's not even Skyrim anymore.
Nintendo, make it happen.
Nintendo Switch.
On the Nintendo Switch, mods for Pokemon.
Do it. You have the power.
And it would still be way better than that. You know what? Honestly, if you let the mod community get into like all these games, they could make a better version of.
I'm thinking someone is already working on it. Because this game was released on the PC, wasn't it? I feel like it was.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Fact check.
The only thing I
check.
did on Uplay was check to see if I got my money back.
Well, let's do some fact checking here.
Oh, fact you're checking. It won't be on there.
No,
it's a Uplay store. It's an Ubisoft game.
Challenge accepted. Brotherhood is on here for $6.
Well, that's because it's not part of the Ezio collection.
You can get the Assassin's Creed 2 Deluxe Edition in Canadian for $6.79, so about $7.
What, American?
No, Canadian.
Oh, yes.
So $7 Canadian.
Yes.
So probably
$5.
$5 American. So I'm sure someone has already taken the files and made it pretty already.
Yeah, but there's no official mod support. You need official mod support. That's where it's coming in now.
That sounds like a contradictory statement there, by the way.
What, official mod support? It's essentially, and I love it with...
I know what it means. It sounds weird.
With the fact that there's companies that are like, guys, here's our game, go nuts.
Yeah.
As opposed to these underground websites where it's like, remember that game that you used to love to play but can't anymore because it's broken? We've patched it.
I remember those
days.
Like,
but they still do it. There's a bunch of games that I'll download from like good old games, and it's like, this does not run on Windows 10. And then you go on the internet and it's like someone's made a patch. Like someone went out of their way to rewrite game code to make it work for Windows 10. And you're like...
Those memories.
And that's essentially it. Someone's like, oh, I remember loving that game. And then they go to play it and it doesn't work. And they're like, I'll solve this problem.
Or what's best is the ones that they...
And then there's me just like, I'll solve this problem. Google.
How I solve all my problems.
So yeah.
That's it. That's all that we could really find this week. If you liked what you saw, please come and subscribe to our channel. We've got Facebook. You can come and like us on our Facebook.
You can follow us on Twitter.
We also have a website. I hear it's a website.
It sometimes is.
People go to websites on the internet. That is a frequent...
And from there, you can find all the other things we talk about.
Yes.
Our Facebook and our Twitter and the other thing that we'll say after our website.
We have been Vining now. You can find us on Vine. It is not official. It is the most... I'm going to Vine us right now.
It's just Tony having fun with Vine. Either way, our website is www.barrelrollnews.com.
We also have a Patreon.
We do.
www.patreon.com/BRNN.
That's how we keep it short and simple. So if you want the links to all that stuff, check out our website. Like, subscribe to our videos.
Twitter.
All that jazz.
Oh, that's not...
What are you doing?
I'm live.
You don't know how to Vine.
You say that now. All I gotta do is press the button and it records, and then I push it out. It's Vineception.
Stick around for our post-credit show and all the other stuff.
This is the best. I love Vine.
Stick around for our post-credit show and all the other stuff we do. You're gonna get a nice screen that shows all of our other stuff. Yes. So check it out.